UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv, TV, up close and personal, live one-on-one interview.
Yeah. Welcome to UrbanLife.tv, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv. We here, man. Another episode 17, I think. I ain't got my co-host, man, so I'm like, a little stagnant, but yeah, I think it's the 17th. Yeah, episode 17, you know what I'm saying? $1. How y'all feeling? How y'all living, man? You know what I'm saying? Folk just chimed into the live. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Jai's over at the celebration. Him and wifey down there and OC, so I think he gonna charge his joint and probably chime in a little later. So we'll watch out for the live for that. But meanwhile, between time, topic of the day, man. I think I'm gonna talk about codependency, man. You know what I'm saying? And the many codependent relationships we got out here, you know what I'm saying? And mainly how it disturbed the community and the needlessness, the non-needlessness to have those type of relationships is the torment of the community, man. And I just believe with the right guidance and some reciprocity, man, we can change it. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. You know what I mean? What's codependency? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Yeah, man. What's the definition? Let's look it up. We're gonna get the Google joint. And then we're going to start from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get mine, on how I perceive it and what I learned about it and all that. So, Google, Wikipedia. Codependency is a behavioral condition in a relationship where one person enables another person's addictions, poor mental health, immaturity, irresponsibility, or underachievement. Among the core characteristics of codependency is an excessive reliance on other people for approval and a sense of identity. God darn it. Man. I can say that. Yeah, I'm vibing on that joint. That's the first time not the first time, but you rarely read them type of joints and be in agreement, but that was on spot on. You feel me? And it almost exactly describe the relationship between us and America. You feel me? Us meaning black people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest. I almost cursed. I think that's the biggest codependent relationship in the world, man. And it's about time we cut that umbilical cord. You feel me? Cause at a point in time, man, we dependent on self. You know what I mean? a space and time where we was free and we had to do for self and create our own, and we did it spectacularly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I be fucking them words up, but we gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? And so, that period of time, man, like, was phenomenal. You feel me? And like, they tortured that period of time. And then we built another period of time where we elevated again on our own, where we depended on our own. You know what I'm saying? And then they destroyed that. And we did it again. You know what I mean? Where we depended on ourselves. We had our own churches, our own schools, our own homes, our own produce, our own land, our own everything. You know what I mean? A lot of the things that we got today came out of those periods of times. But they stole it and said it was theirs creation. Because if you can control that and you can control what goes into the history books, you eliminate some of that type of stuff, man. You feel me? And like understanding and knowing these different periods of time where we depended on ourselves. And even in that period of time, I don't mean to jump back and forth, but even in that period of time, you still had some people that codepended on the master because they didn't have a place or a space to go to, or they was just lost, confused, or they was so conditioned and programmed from slavery that they didn't know they couldn't depend on nobody else but the master. So they're that codependent relationship and that beginning, right? You know what I'm saying? And so, like I say, man, it was a fourth and fifth time as well where we depended on ourselves. And, like, once upon those times was the Wall Street, Black Wall Street. You feel me? And, like, they burnt that down. You feel me? And then, like, the ignition to begin to integrate, I think, put us back in that codependent type relationship with America, you know what I'm saying? And they put a tighter hold on us once I think after a while they figured that they said, oh, I think we could benefit more if we could get them amongst us. So yeah, let's integrate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did, man. They dictated even more and kept us at bay so that we didn't get on our own and depend and fight up and fight back and ultimately demand our freedom or win our freedom back. You feel me? And so, like, we still in that space of codependency where they still got their, foot on our neck, man. And like every day you look around, you just see people fighting to be accepted and to be amongst their system, in which doesn't fit them. So it's like, oh yeah, no, we gonna fight to change the system within. Okay, cool. Every 10 years or so, maybe I'm exaggerating on some emotional shit, but every 10 years or so, then they go ahead and change the law. But back door, they done added like 5 more to deflect the new one that they just gave to us. So it's like, you lose there too. And they know, long as we dependent on them, they gonna play the game like that. You feel me? Like, what the definition say, man? Among the core characteristics of codependency is an excessive reliance on other people for approval and a sense of identity. You understand what I'm saying, folks? We can no longer depend on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta begin to reestablish and depend on ourselves again. You know what I mean? And first and foremost, we gotta understand what those periods of time was like, and that mentality. You feel me? Cause like, right now, man, I think we, not that we know that we free, but we do got like space to do whatever we want. So it's not like smack dead in front of us like that until uh, we gotta depend on them for welfare or something like that, or like the stimulus check or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So these are reinforcements of codependency. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say take this stimulus check and go start your own business. So when you get out of this, you can get out of poverty. Nothing they ever give or say is to end the poverty. So until then, it's always going to be codependent. Especially if we the ones that's begging and asking them for shit. When we know if we get in the company, we can run it way better. So that mean that tell me like you need to start your own business or that company and be its competition to erase them. You know what I mean? Because we in the good business, we in the reciprocity, we in the giving and take relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Like where they're equal. It's not, what's the sign? What's the horoscope with the scale? The leap. Yeah, man. Sure, it's not. We need that balance. You feel what I'm saying? Give and take relationships. You know what I mean? And look how much it trickled down the mountain from the master and the slave to like our relationships, all type of relationships. We talking like intimate relationships with couples and like, friendships, brother and sister. Like it's all kinds of like relationships that's affected by that trickle down of like that codependent, behavior. You know what I'm saying? So I be telling bros, like when you in the streets like that and you follow like these certain codes and rules, like you don't even know, bro. Like that's the same shit that they subscribe to. You know what I mean? So you out here treating your brother, sister, mother, cousin, aunt, friend, nephew, whatever. The same way they treated us in slavery, you out here treating our folks the same way. You feel what I'm saying? We getting all these behaviors from the master. You learn from the master. You know what I mean? So you look up, you say, I hate the white man, but you doing everything that the white man do. You know what I mean? Through programming and conditioning and this long-term codependent relationship that we've been in. You feel me? Sick to my stomach. I'm like, you feel me? Hey, we can't continue this. Like, You feel me? My whole thing always not to fight the system, but to create something counter to the system. You know what I mean? And I always get a simple solution. If they suspending our kids for 10 days, then we on the counter need a 10-day program that's going to keep that child like up to par with his school stuff, and within that 10 days we got to correct his behavior so when he go back he not only not behind on his work, but he's farther along and he farther well behaved and won't, allow that suspension to happen again. So eventually you delete the reasons why that 10-day joint becomes effective. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's only effective if we don't got nothing to counter it. You know what I'm saying? And so when that child gets suspended for 10 days, he just left at home doing what? Probably trying to figure out another way to go back and be more destructive. Because this wasn't strong enough of a consequence or, like a whatever punishment. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to say punish them. It's just to say, like, we need something in the play to redirect them. You know what I'm saying? So we delete the recidivism rate. Fuck y'all. But yeah, like we reduce that. You know what I'm saying? By 100. And that's the beauty of us depending on ourselves, man. And we're going to get to a space, though, like where, I'm like, if it's a domestic in our communities, I want y'all to, like, call us hotline and, like, we come and handle it. We got family therapists. We got relationship counselors. You know what I'm saying? We got individuals with individual skills to, like, solve these issues or what have you. Feel me? And, like, if there's any other issues amongst the community, like, we want to be in place where we'll come, man, and, like, handle that situation. You feel me? And not depend on those other forces. You feel what I'm saying? And this way we'll slowly start deleting like these codependent relationships because we'll depend on ourselves. You feel me? Like, and along with like the higher up relationships and codependency, we talked about the relationships, man. In couples, you feel me? Like, and like, it play a big part in like couples codependency. Now, individually, of course, you got to do with, some insecurities and stuff like that. But all in all, too, man, it's just like trust. You feel me? Like, if you don't got, like, trust, then most likely you're going to have, like, some codependent behaviors within that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because trust run a little, trust play a part. You know what I'm saying? If you're not able to like come talk to your partner or like, trust that whatever that you do say to them, they able to like, keep that or like, help you not hurt you. You feel me? Then when it come down to it, like, you gonna depend on me to stay in that behavior so you can stay comfortable in that space of like not speaking or like, staying like subjective or like what you call it. My partner usually here I can bounce some words up, but it's a little struggle now. No, but I don't know. I forgot. But anyway, You know, those type of relationships, man, get created, like I said, from off trust. And from the trust, you dealing with like not just that particular situation that I just listed, but like even more than that. So think about it, right? When it come down to like, you know, the most vulnerable stuff, that's a trust issue, right? You could probably, you know, people got different relationships they create, right, for comfortability. And so if it's comfortable to deal with my best friend and tell her everything or tell him everything, you feel me? And but the ending results is like you still ain't deal with the person that you got the issue with. You feel me? So now like now you transferring energy in a negative. You feel me? Because now like you gonna tell your best friend about the guy or whatever. Now automatically, because it's based on your truth and from your vision and what you believe happened, then she's now gonna believe that and have those same feelings. Not all the time, but you know, for the majority of the times, like, you know, because the ending always like, what? Girl, what you want to do? Go bust out his windows? Like, what you want? Like, you feel me? So automatically, like, she's not challenging that person to, like, you know, really figure through the issue and see, like, how to resolve it and get an understanding versus, like, whether anybody was right or wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, she's more like, I don't care, girl, like, whatever. You know, you're right, he's wrong. Nobody, like, took a chance to, like, try to understand nothing. Or nobody in that scenario. So then ultimately you losing, because look at those codependent relationships, man. Everybody's depending on everybody to stay fucked up. You feel me? Like, girlfriend just love drama, so she don't really give a fuck how it go. She just care that you keep coming to her and making her day by sharing that bullshit. You know what I mean? So here it is. She playing off of your you know, struggles or mishaps, personal addictions, immaturity, irresponsibility. You feel me? Like, these are some of the Jones on the definition. You know what I'm saying? So girlfriend, they in a codependent relationship. She's not trying to tell her how to better herself so she can get out of that situation, because she low-key benefiting off of it because it tickle her. You feel me? Like, she get excited by just hearing you go. And low-key, you know, that's a celebratory joy too, because low-key, she happy you, like, going through shit that she ain't, that, you know what I mean? Like, your problem's worse than hers. So she happy you telling her that shit. She ain't about to fucking tell you her understanding and how y'all could get past that shit. Or how you could stop repeating that same cycle. You know what I'm saying? So then you got the girlfriend and the boyfriend in that scenario. They codepend on each other through insecurity and all other kinds of stuff. You feel me? Like, they ain't trying to leave one another because they got low-key got insecurities. You know, it's hard to start over. It's hard to, like, get in new relationships, rebuild what you already have. You know what I mean? So to not get to that space, you ain't gonna tell your partner nothing. You just low key try and build yourself up till you get to that space where you think you want to be, and then you just gonna step out with no notification or nothing, like no 2 week notice, nothing, just step out. You know what I'm saying? That's craziness, man. These are the type of codependent relationships we got. You know what I'm saying? And you probably don't even see it in that manner. Like, damn, that's a codependent relationship. Yeah. I'm trying to break it down into many aspects of it so we can get a full picture. You know what I mean? The definition did us some good justice with this John. You know what I mean? So we say that's the Wikipedia codependency definition. That John was hard. And the way I broke everything down, it kind of like goes into the definition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I learned through like going to different drug treatments. You know what I mean? I done graduated like 5 different drug treatment jobs. Like, you feel me? And like, it's really codependent relationships up in that joint. You feel me? Like, and then you can just see it how much like the family in the background and they play a heavy part in the codependency. You feel me? Like, you know, if somebody benefiting off somebody getting a check, you know what I'm saying? If somebody benefiting off somebody, like, you know, being on drugs, and, you know, like I say, I wouldn't be like, I mean, you could say the benefit would be, you know, several different things. You feel me? Depending on what it is. You feel me? Because if the person who doing crack or coke or drugs or whatever own the house and the person might be staying there, then they benefiting on them probably not being able to pay them rent, or they lowballing them in rent. So they ain't going to try to get that person no help. And this is not to say like that reciprocity relationships don't exist. There's plenty of reciprocity relationships that exist. I'm just speaking on the codependent ones, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully able to, you know, help transition over to being more in a reciprocity relationships. You know what I mean? So what else, man? What else? Whatever, like if we had other people, you know what I mean, that possibly wanted to chime in. Then, you know what I'm saying? You knowing what's up with you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, through these codependent relationships, though, man, we got a lot of turmoil. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we doing this episode, so we can get rid of it, man. The hood is filled with too many codependent relationships. So much, dig it, right? That's the whole essence behind like us not supporting each other. You feel me? Like, because we got too many codependent relationships. We don't got no reciprocity relationships, no give and take relationships. You feel me? It was a point on Instagram, right, where a motherfucker show you love about 10 pictures they like, right? What you do? Right? Snap the screenshot, right? And then you repost the joint, like, shout out to them for sending me some love. You feel me? And that wasn't even that long ago. Why they get rid of that? You feel me? Now niggas codependent on likes and like the struggle is real. They DMing niggas like, bro, please, just shout me out one time, like, you know what I mean? But the whole codependent relationship, like, you asking for the shout out, but you not like, and let me buy one of them T-shirts. You feel me? Because the support need to go. It need to be a reciprocity relationship, give and take. Because I got 62,962 followers, don't mean like, you feel me? Like, I'm just gonna repost you for nothing. You feel me? Cool, if you want to add a dollar value, that's cool. You know what I mean? Don't kill me though, cause it's only a shout out, nigga. But like, you know, in the vein of reciprocity, we can do something with that. You feel what I'm saying? And so we need more and more reciprocity relationships. I mean, yeah, relationships, man. You know what I mean? That's a simple job too. Instagram and just that whole showing love thing, man. Like, we literally codepend. Like, motherfuckers codepend on Instagram to give them a couple likes, to verify to themselves that they okay in their identity. Man, I'll read this one more time. Among the core characteristics of codependency is excessive reliance on other people for approval and a sense of identity. Damn. So even the nice person, right? Even the nice person who continuously be nice to people, is he looking for validation? Is that excessive? Do he need other people recognition for his own identity? And they separate it by saying, well, if the person is doing good deeds with good intentions, then, you know, a lot of people say the camera stuff. If you're doing it out your heart, you don't need, you know what I mean? So if a person giving money to a homeless person, do they need to IG it? You know what I'm saying? To get extra likes or whatever? Or did you just do that out the kindness of your heart and that was your good intentions? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that could slowly be the difference between codependent relationships and having a reciprocous one. You know what I'm saying? So we look at it in all those different viewpoints of the elephant. You feel what I'm saying? Wow. So a person be like, damn, well, being super nice, I'm going to have a code. Nah, it ain't that. It's what's the intentions to go along with it, right? Because at that point, it's like, is you depending on these people for something? If you know who you are as a person, you ain't gonna codepend on anybody. But can we see codependency in a good manner? Because it feel like, as I'm describing it, as if it's in a bad manner. So I guess reciprocity and, codependency in a good sense would be what? I guess we could codepend on each other to boost each other up, man. You know what I'm saying? Uplift each other. But then I guess that at that point it would be called reciprocity and not codependent. But it is a dependency within it, so, you know, it's a tough job. I'm not sure where to go with it. but it's an interesting space to be stuck in. And I think throughout the energy, man, it'll probably transition into some. You feel me? Like, and it'll come to me. But yeah, my understanding of codependency is just that, though. The way it's described is, I mean, I only can look at it in a negative manner. Cause like I said, if I look at it in a positive, then it's reciprocity. Cause we depending on each other to uplift. The intentional thing changes. You feel me? So, like I say, in this definition, there's other people's addictions, poor mental health, immaturity, irresponsibility. So it ain't saying like it's responsible. It's mature. They got healthy mental, and the person addiction ain't something positive. You know what I mean? So in that sense, I'll be like, yeah, it just got a negative connotation to it. I'll be fucking the words up, guys. But I'm gonna get that shit one day, right? But at least I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If I don't know the word and how to pronounce it, I know what it is in the meaning. You feel me? Like, but it do got a negative connotation, whatever that shit is. And, you know what I mean? So, I wonder, nah, because then, like I said, it turns into reciprocity. So, like I said, man, and I, like I say, man, I think this behavioral John started with the slavery thing. Like, I don't know too much history beyond that, but like, it just feel like that. You feel what I'm saying? And based on the definition, it's definitely that. You know what I mean? Amongst black people in America, you feel me? And those same behaviors we actually do amongst ourselves to one another. And it's like I say, man, it's just time to like get out of that space and move into the give and take space, the love space. You know what I mean? There's no need to hate one another. You feel what I'm saying? There's no need to codepend on nobody to get wherever you want to get in life. You don't need another person to like step all over them to get where you need to go. There's too many people in the world, and there's no need for it. Because shit, with enough of people, man, you could stand on each other's shoulders and build whatever. But the teaching was to teach us to stand on the joint and stomp till the person go down to the ground, and then the next person stomp. And then that cycle is repeated, you feel me? Like, and they could call it the crabs in the barrel or whatever, but that behavioral thing is really a codependent thing, and it's one that really put the chokehold on our community. You know what I'm saying? Because if we remove the codependency and start, mobilizing and enabling, not enabling people to be their best, man, we coming out this joint so strong. You feel me? Like, and like, we ain't gonna look back. And see, that's the ultimate change that I want. I want us to like change, get out of it, and don't turn back. You feel me? Like, this itty bitty stuff, like little things. Once, like, no, we need a strong like out here. You know what I mean? We out here. We need a strong out here, like, to get up out this joint, and then forever from there, like, You feel me? Just keep going, like, and continuously depend on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And out of codependency, we get out this impoverished, state that we in. You feel me? Listen, man. For a lot of people, like we got a lot of brews in jail, like, cause of these codependent relationships. You know what I mean? Not enough truth telling. Not enough us telling the truth, man. You know what I mean? Live by these street codes and all that bullshit. When we really need to live by honor and, like, reciprocity relationships, right? You know what I mean? Nigga know you gonna fuck up. Know you about to go to jail. Nigga give you the work that's gonna get you booked. Cause he wanna line your skinny. Like, these is codependent relationships, man. Like, they codependent on you fucking up. So they can enter into, you know what I mean, and benefit off of your fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? These are A1s and day ones. So we say, man, you gonna give me a pack? What you gonna give me? 360? You gonna take the 3 and give me 60? I'm your man. You put me back on my feet. Are you codependent on me being fucked up? And me needing you to get back? Are you codependent on me to do that? Or is we really friends and, you know what I mean? This is what I ask. How valuable is this street shit? You know what I mean? I just want to I'm going to cut this joint real quick and just say, yo, we got to stop paying attention to this nonsense, guys. Like, bro, that shit feel like a trap. You know what I mean? My colorful guy, that shit feel like a trap. Like some Stephen Fletcher type shit. Like, and you know what he doing? He fucking tearing the street code shit inside out on y'all niggas. He making a fool of that shit. You feel me? He showing the rest of the world that this street shit ain't worth shit. You know what I mean? And we living and dying by it. It's time to move on from that game, you feel me? Like, they playing in this joint. And like I tell people, man, there's more regular people in the world than street people, man. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna win every time. Y'all can continue to talk that nonsense if y'all want to. Y'all the only ones that are robbed by it. Subscribe to it. And so much that you will spend your life in jail behind it. Or you would die in the streets behind it. You know what I'm saying? And you can have a real nigga say, oh man, that's what we live by, that's what we gonna die. I'm just saying, the rest of the world look at us stupid. We dumb as shit for following them dumbass rules. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I'll say too, man, like, y'all gangsters, y'all niggas was this, that, and the third and all that. Then, you know, before you point at that colorful kid, you gotta point at you. Cause you knew you wanted to you codepended on young boy. Y'all had a plan, he had a plan. Everybody enabling everybody in this joint. We gonna get 500 million views and get all this money. All right, well, codependent relationships is what we get. So now you got that reaction. You gotta go inside first, bro, and point them fingers. You know what I'm saying? Before you point at the colorful kid or anybody else like him. Because understand, you know the game. You play by these certain rules. You feel me? And so if you let anybody into your world, you responsible for anybody. You know, when they say, bro, you vouching for him? And anything go wrong with him, that's on you? Well, y'all gangsters, y'all vouched. Because low-key, y'all had your own little side plan and that shit that shit fuck y'all sight up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all lost that street shit for a second. No, y'all ain't lose the street shit. Y'all added in because y'all was trying to do some backdoor shit. You feel me? Like, and playoff a young boy need to like want to be involved. You feel me? But when that shit got hot and shit got real, y'all know he wasn't. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't feel no type of bad. It's like, you did it to yourself. And we got to keep it real. And we got to keep it all the way real, and say you was going for that codependent relationship. You was trying to codepend on young boy to get you where you wanted to be. But that shit went left. You know what I'm saying? So you got to honor that, bro. You got to take that one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to codependency, man. That shit is everywhere. But I'm seeing a lot of like reciprocity relationships growing. You know what I mean? With the more information that's coming out through social media in this age of information we in, like a lot of people is gearing up, you know, and guiding towards the truth. And the more and more we you know gravitate towards the truth, the more reciprocity relationships we're going to start having. Because codependency, man, truth is the fucking counter to it. You know what I mean? Because ain't no codependent relationships could exist if they was being truthful. You know what I mean? Because if I was being truthful, I couldn't let you, I wouldn't enable you. I would get you off the drugs. I would steer you in the right direction. I would do all of this stuff if that wasn't the case. You feel what I'm saying? So when it come down to it, you know, the ending results gotta be, you know, building on yourself and truth. Be honest to who you are. You know what I'm saying? And one side of the coin is don't let nobody fucking depend on you to be a fuck up. Own your motherfucking life, nigga. You feel me? If you don't like when people telling stories about you, about the nut shit you doing or whatever, then fucking be a better author of your story. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow nobody to codepend on you, to be a fuck up, or to depend on them for your identity, or any of that other immaturity, poor mental health, addictions, your ill responsibilities. You feel what I'm saying? When you get honest with yourself and you say, you know, you wanted the yams, but then the baby came out. You know what I mean? You was in that code. You was dependent on her being sexual or not having a dad or whatever your manipulation tool was to enter it. You codependent on that. You feel what I'm saying? So now, you know, in the vein of reciprocity and becoming truthful, man, you gotta be honest and admit that and like take care of your responsibilities and become a lot more mature, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big part of our mental health too. It all goes in a circle. It's like you're not truthful with yourself, you're gonna be unhealthy. Unhealthy. If you're not true with yourself, you're gonna be unhealthy. You're gonna have unhealthy relationships, which are very much codependent relationships. So let's dig into our diets with your health. You know what I mean? Cause it's not a thing of mental health. It's a thing of mental illnesses. So codependency is one of those mental illnesses, along with depression and anxiety and all of those other things that they project on us. You know what I mean? These are those weakening factors, man. That makes it able for codependent relationships to exist. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, check your health, you know what I mean? Check your diet. You feel me? The more and more you understand depression and anxiety and all that, you don't have to depend on what they saying about it. You know what I'm saying? You will know and understand it to your ability, and you will adjust and handle yourself accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to change it. Other than that, you're going to always codepend on them to tell you something about you. You know what I'm saying? And that don't even make sense. Doctors go to school definitely to know what they know, but at the end of the day, you the one who gotta tell them everything about you in order for them to assist you. You feel what I'm saying? So know your story, know your body, know your story, like, you know what I'm saying? And all good reciprocity relationships, man, it's gonna grow out of that. Damn, I just think about all the codependent relationships I've been a part of, I contribute to, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm saying it, I'm like, damn, like, I need to do some work. You feel me? And so, you know, we all continuously need to do some work, man. You know what I mean? And like assist each other, man, on how we gonna get out of this poverty and you know, continuously move forward and continuously to, develop and depend on ourselves to build and feed our own. You feel me? Like, he who runs the produce, run the world. We don't got our hands in not enough. I was gonna say nothing, but it's definitely black owned a lot of stuff that exists. So I don't want to come off misleading, but yeah, like, we need more. You feel me? The day of tomorrow, if it wanted to go down, we'd be messed up. If the Asians wanted to say, no, we only serving ourselves. If the whites wanted to say, if the Ricans wanted to say, you know what I mean? We only serving ourselves, like, we gotta position ourselves, you feel me? And I'm one to advocate for, like, human rights. I'm that. But at the same time, like, I'm like, listen, because of all that we done went through and the way of the world and how they think, and because we got race and all that, it's like, yeah, we gotta tighten ourselves up first, and then we can yah and kumaya with the world. You know what I mean? Till then, it's like, no, we gotta tighten up ourselves. You feel me? So each individual, man, if we all took the time to individually, get ourselves together, not indict each other, you know what I mean? Give each other life sentences, and that we don't codepend on each other, man. You know what I'm saying? In a bad manner, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't just say, oh, I got something on my shoe. Or my button unbuckled and some shit. I need the real deal, you feel me? Like, if I'm on drugs, I'm talking about, no, man, the weed ain't, you know what I mean? You gotta tighten me up as your brother, man. You can't have these codependent relationships, man. You know bro wrong, man. You know bro wrong. Tell him the truth, man. And save some lives, man. His included. No more codependent relationships. You can no longer codepend on each other to keep each other fucked up. They motherfucking depend on it. You know what I'm saying? They count on us treating each other like this and doing all this. They count on it, man. They bank on that. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta break out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? IG got some new shit on the live. You can say that, John, as an IGTV, John. Download the video or delete it. I ain't never seen that, right? I thought it was just going to go to my archives or some shit. And you get to view it 24 hours. I guess they changing that now. Because now it's like, they want me to post it as an IG video, an IGTV video. I don't want to post it. Anyway, yeah, so, you know what I mean? We had ended on that note. You feel me? Like, this has been an excellent episode, in my opinion. I hope, y'all gained some stuff from it as I gave it from my view of the elephant. You know what I'm saying? And until the next time, you know what I'm saying? keep on living and not just existing, you know what I'm saying? And let's end these codependent relationships and get into these reciprocity relationships, and we gonna go far, man. I promise, you feel me? But until next week, man, I'll catch up with y'all.
Whoa! Whoa!
UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV, underground rappers and newslife.tv, TV, up close and personal, live one-on-one interview.